Yo, Crane, look what happened when the game got sloppy. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Boys. Yeah. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We making noise. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. Let's get on right now. Smell that on me, they gon' follow. Like she won a lotto. Really must be serious. Hold up. Scared of heights, come face your fears. Hold up. Do it just like Nikki, gonna it over. Say she roll with me, she tired of being alone. Young, but you know I'm ready. Oh, foreign girls call me. But I'ma get back to the point, baby. Hold on. We them boys. Hold on. We them boys.
Coming home. New York City, baby. I'll be honest, I'm pretty excited. Mama, Pops, and Cece, yeah, they're gonna be there. Playing in front of them in the NBA uniform for the first time is gonna be a special moment for me. And I know all of Harlem's gonna be watching. No pressure, right? It's all good, though. I've been waiting for this my entire life. And I'll be ready.
The lights are on as we look across the East River and see New York City. 2K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn. the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Last outing for Brooklyn, they won that game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. And there wasn't much question as to how that game was going. In for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Thaddeus Young. Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Bogdanovich. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Henson's checked in for Monroe. Miles Plumlee comes in for Parker. Jared Bayless is checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bell in for Carter Williams. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Bell in at point guard. Antetokounmpo is out there with Plumlee. Then it's John Henson. And it's Bayless in at the two-guard spot. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
The shot's good from Sims.
You know, as soon as he recognized the height mismatch, he immediately pulled up for the jumper.
And, Greg, that's just good basketball. Come on, good basketball there. Clean look from that range. He's got to take it.
Bucks trail by 5. And Bayless kicks to Bell. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And the shot is good.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And still, I don't know that anyone can define what Giannis's position is. It's kind of still up in the air. I mean, he's played mostly on the wing a season ago, and thus far, maybe that could end up being the best fit.
The shot by Sims, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Milwaukee shooting the 6th attempt at the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Prior to last season, Giannis was experimenting with the point guard position for stretches during the summer league.
Well, you know, Kevin, he's just the type of guy whose size and length really allow him to guard every position.
True. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. Milwaukee with the ball. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Here's Sloan, defended by Bell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To stop the run. And Henson sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Henson touched it last. Puts up the baby hook. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Sloan's got his first bucket in this one. So for Milwaukee, their last game, a win against the Raptors in Toronto.
And they ran their offense nearly to perfection in that one. Very few possessions were wasted.
Yeah, they put the mute button on them that time. I mean, in front of a hostile crowd, they never let the fans get going. They silenced them over and over again with big, timely shots.
Boy, this game is off to a flying start.
Yeah, we're seeing some high-octane offense from both sides in this one.
1:52 left here in the opening quarter. And the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Kilpatrick. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis. He kicks it to Sims, and it's sent back by Plumlee. Oh, and here we go. Bayless got it, the fast break chance. Good defensive work there by Young.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Kilpatrick. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. 4 on the clock. Here's Sloan. That one bounces around and comes back out.
And Jason Kidd has seen a lot of things in his first few years of coaching. Already changed teams once and it had some personnel issues, but you cannot deny that he knows how to get the most out of his teams.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick.
O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Bell. Here's Jack. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
On the court for the Bucks. Bell in a 2-guard. Monroe is out there with Parker. Then it's Chris Middleton. And it's Carter Williams in at the 1 spot. Hollis Jefferson passes to Lopez. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And with Kidd, the results on the floor, Greg, speak for themselves. He knows what he wants out of his players, Clark, and he keeps them accountable.
And, you know, having that accountability is what made the Bucks so much better last season. Kidd is still a very young head coach, but I tell you what, he's shown me a bright future in that capacity for himself.
Shaq with it. He's picked up by Parker. Lopez a screen. Here's Bogdanovich. He has 7. Back to Jack. Shot to end this cold run. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list. Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really contesting and even blocking shots. Definitely a factor early.
And it doesn't look like they'll be giving up on any plays tonight either. Their offensive rebounding has also been equally as impressive.
Robinson sets a screen for Jack. To the paint, puts up the baby hook. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
And Thomas Robinson has been on a lot of teams here in his short time in the league. Not easy to find a spot when you're always getting moved.
And for Robinson, the trade's weigh on him as well. Clarkie said last season that he just wants to prove that he belongs here.
Well, you know, he's yet to find the right fit for a team, but the skill set is clearly there. I mean, he's an NBA player. There's no doubt about that. Looked great for Philadelphia near the end of the year as he got minutes with them.
John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Now Bell. There's the feed to Henson. Lopez with the steal. Here's Kilpatrick. Carter Williams covering. Kilpatrick passes to Lopez. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Watching Brook Lopez, he all the time contributes in every category. It's amazing the number of ways he affects the game.
Deadly with the shot. Tremendous touch. Back to the basket moves. Facing up. Makes free throws. Good offensive rebounder. Capable passer. Oh, he just makes things happen.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And talking about Lopez, he does clean the glass on the offensive end. He was 12th in offensive rebounds last year. However, he was 44th in defensive rebounds. That's one important area he definitely has to work on.
And Henson kicks to Carter Williams. He's looking for Bell and finds him. Oh, that's blocked. Here's Bogdanovich. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
You know, getting back to Lopez, how good is it to have a guy with his offensive package also be a near top 10 shot blocker for you? That's what he was last season, and several seasons before that. He's an all-star talent if he can just stay on the court and stay healthy.
Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Bell with it. Parker sets the screen for Freak. It's tipped. 6 to shoot. Tries from 10, and the jumper is on the mark.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
And getting to the 10 has been the key. They're getting point-blank looks time and time again.
Jack dishes to Young. Good, and Jack gets the assist. And it's 6 points here for Thaddeus Young.
And he's showing us a little bit of everything now, taking a leaner with no one on him.
Henson with the screen. Jumper off the screen. Carter Williams off the pick from Bell. Carter Williams the pass to Henson. The Bucks working the ball around. From deep three-point range, Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got 5 points so far. Nets trail by 18. And here is Jack. There's a screen by Robinson. Lopez, a screen on Carter Williams. Jack passes to Kilpatrick. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Bell, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And let's take a look at John Henson. Some stats on him. Some last season stats for him. Average 7 points per game. Just over 2 blocks and 4 rebounds. And not many players possess his kind of ability to protect the rim. I mean, you look at the block total, pretty remarkable.
Yeah, you know, we've seen drivers think they see a crease in the defense and then go for it, and then he shuts the door on them right away.
The Nets making a switch here. Hollis Jefferson's checked in.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities. Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Remember, for a long time, flopping was like the #1 concern in the NBA. I mean, it still happens a lot, but the rules have curbed it quite a bit. We have seen less and less flopping the last few years.
Now at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year. The Bucks second.
Yeah, and because of that, Kevin, they were led the league in steals, and that's not an easy thing to do. I mean, that's hard work and concentration.
Bucks leading by 17. Some doubted how the flopping fines would have worked. Overall, there have been less egregious flops for the better in the NBA.
Yeah, and there will always be room for embellishment, but I like the fines because it really does minimize the number of extravagant flops. Guys have adjusted, and they're not laying down as much as they used to.
Well, if you're going to give them layups, there's no way you're going to get back in this game.
Lopez a screen. Shot by Jack, wide open. Let's keep it alive.
That's a wall.
The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got 10 points in the game.
They have got to put a body on him because otherwise, with his agility and athleticism, they're not going to be able to contain him on the offensive glass.
Carter Williams with it. Now Jack defending. Bell's shot is good.
What a smart pass by Carter Williams right there.
Nets trail by 20. Now here is Jack. Lopez a screen on Carter Williams. And Jack, here we go. And it's Brooklyn scoring again.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Parker a screen on Jack. Now Carter Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against Toronto.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
Here's Bell. Takes it off the glass. Bell's got 11.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Jack passes to Kilpatrick. And it's Young at the elbow. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
Bucks leading by 18. Carter Williams kicks to Parker. Young with the steal. A minute 20 left in the first half of basketball.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
You know, last season, Thaddeus Young was moved from Minnesota to Brooklyn, guys. A good move for everybody involved as he helped with the playoff push.
5 to shoot. Here's Carter Williams. Good D by Lopez. Nets trail by 18. Hollis Jefferson passes to Jack. 46 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's Kilpatrick. The rebound by the Bucks. Young last year, as you mentioned, GA, shipped to Brooklyn, provided good punch off the bench.
Yeah, and Young is so efficient in his scoring that he's a great guy to play heavy minutes off the bench. Shot over 50% from the floor in his games with the Nets.
Freak sets a screen for Middleton. There's the pick. Good. Middleton's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
And Clark, it's a strategy that has served them well during the course of this first half.
And Jack kicks to Lopez. Puts up the baby hook. So as we conclude the first half, so far, fairly one.
Guys, that was the perfect way to start this game. Let's go over some stuff and do more of the same in the second half. We've been strong on D, and it's a huge key to where we're at right now. Our defense leads to offense, and that sort of energy is what's getting it done. I do like that we limited our turnovers. We weren't careless with the ball or making unforced errors, so kudos for that. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. Let's not take our foot off the pedal no matter how big a lead we got. Let's take it to them.
Let's take them back.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Some changes here for the Bucks. Henson's checked in for Parker. Bayless comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bell in for Carter Williams. Thomas Robinson is out there with Henry Sims. Then it's Donald Sloan. And it's Hollis Jefferson in at the 2 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. And he gets it to go.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Here's the screen. Here's Sloan. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Sloan's got his 2nd basket of the game.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Screen by Monroe. Inside. Off the pick. And he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Here's Sloan. Clark, they're looking now at a sizable deficit.
Yeah, you know, they've got a lot of work ahead of them, but no reason to give up hope right now.
Yeah, definitely not, guys. Not with all the time that's still left in this game.
After the Nets' big moves the past couple years, they were looked at as an older team, but you break it down, and you know, Greg, they're not as old as you think.
And actually had the 5th youngest team of anyone in the postseason. And so, though they seem older just because so many of their players had playoff experience or came into the league at a young age.
Sloan hits them both.
And, you know, for the Nets, the roster's average age was about 2 years younger at the end of the 2015 season than where they were at the end of 2014. They made a point to get younger.
He feeds it to Robinson. Over to the wing. Sloan dishes to Sims. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Kicks it to Sloan. Jacks up a three. That's good. Sloan's got 9.
And even though the Nets were younger last season, they were tough in tight games, playing really like a bunch of veterans, and went 10-2 on the year in games decided by 3 or fewer points.
Tries again, and Freak with the layup. He's got 13.
3 consecutive baskets have come right at the rim. The defense had better start buckling down and tightening up.
Guys, they are getting exposed in terms of their low post defense.
Bogdanovich passes to Robinson. Banked in off the glass.
Great unspoken communication between teammates leading to the nice assist and the easy score.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Henson with the screen. Bell with it. Robinson picks him up. Henson a tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Dishes it to Bogdanovich. There's a screen by Robinson. Here's Bogdanovich. Antetokounmpo defending. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Sloan. He's got 9. That's good. Sloan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And the Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
Yeah, when adversity was at its greatest, they came up big. They seemed to relax a little bit once we got into overtime.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. Now time to send you over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson for the postgame show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night. And we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.
What a life, eh, freak? 1 minute you're playing 21 and horse on the courts in Harlem, and the next moment you're in the showroom, configuring the gunmetal and graphite exterior of your luxury car and your iPad mini. Oh, I bet you get a crazy crowd when you drive that car around the block in the old neighborhood, huh?
Yeah, I'm living the dream. Mad pandemonium. But folks from back around the way are real proud of me.
Yeah, I hear you. Local kid makes good. You know, it kind of reminds me of when I took my tech stock public and I rang the New York Stock Exchange bell, and my mom's friends called her up and said, "Maggie, is that your son on Bloomberg News this morning ringing the bell?" And my mom says, "Yes, sirree, Bob, it was him." That was a great moment, freak. And you know, our lives are like a pearl necklace of great moments, all strung together with the finest silk thread of memories. And we have to be very careful how we cultivate those pearls and we thread that necklace.
Does this meeting by any chance have to do with Vic Van Leer?
I grew up in the burbs, freak. I wasn't poor, upper middle class, comfortable. My daddy worked as an accountant for one of the largest insurance firms in the country. Smart with his money. Mom didn't have to work. I went to boarding school. And my dad died of a heart attack when I was a freshman at MIT. I was a movie geek, wanted to be a civil engineer, but I made my fortune by becoming a hybrid of both those interests. My dad didn't want me to be an accountant. Oh, listen to this. My best friend was a guy named Isidore. Yeah, we called him Izzy. He was one of the smartest human beings I have ever met in my life. I mean, Izzy was taking second-year college calculus courses as a high school sophomore, right? Straight-A student, full ride to MIT. Izzy had the world at his fingertips. But he was always looking for trouble, and trouble found him. He ran with the wrong crowd. And when we got to MIT, he got this great job working for a financial consulting firm in Boston. But every weekend, he would fly to Vegas. You see, Izzy had a system for counting cards in Vegas that had the big casinos on the Strip. Oh, it's stymied. He would come back to MIT with suitcases filled with $200,000 in cold cash.
What?
Yeah.
So your man Izzy was getting hit off like that?
Like a fat rat in a cheddar cheese factory, freak.
Okay, so what happened to this dude Izzy? Because he's dope.
No, not dope. Dead. After he'd been missing for 3 weeks, the Nevada State Police never found hide nor hair of Isidore. And our friendship took a hit when he asked me to hang out with him in Vegas, and I said I wouldn't do it because I knew he was on a dark and twisted path in his life. And yes, he was my dude. But no way was I gonna throw my life away trying to show my loyalty to a guy who really and truly didn't understand what loyalty was all about.
So this meeting is about Vic.
Correctamente.
Okay, well, sir, Vic isn't Izzy.
And why's that, freak?
Well, for one thing, you and your dead friend Izzy didn't grow up poor. Me and Vic grew up in a neighborhood where we had to look over our shoulder every 2 seconds to make sure nobody was going to walk up on us and rob us.
True. Izzy and I did not grow up in the hood. But we, like you, thankfully grew up in a 2-parent household. But even that wasn't enough for Izzy. He wasn't satisfied. He was always looking for a 5-alarm fire when he already had the warmth and comfort of a loving family. This is not about class warfare, freak. This is about the consequences of making bad choices and risking it all when you feel like you have nothing to lose.
Vic is like a brother to me, sir.
But you shouldn't be Brother Vic's keeper, freak. Would a brother go looking for trouble and put your career and your livelihood at risk by getting into fights at nightclubs and seedy after-hour joints and then scream to the media, "Yeah, it's all good, I'm an FOF, friendo freak. It's all misunderstanding. Y'all be haters, don't hate my game." I don't think a brother would do that to someone they really cared about, but a guy who looked at you like a meal ticket would.
No. See, you don't understand Vic.
Really? I don't understand.
No.
Look, man, it was a misunderstanding with the guy in the next VIP booth. His honey started flirting with me, so naturally I started flirting back. Next thing I know, Captain Cornball's off my grill piece beefing. Next thing he know, he got a 2-piece and a biscuit under his left eye. Hey, I don't know who hit him. And it damn sure wasn't me. Hey, Captain Cornball's mad because I'm an FOF, friend of freak. Hey, but check this out, though. He needs to train that hottie before he leave the house, though. Yo, he's hotties ain't loyal, man.
What's there to understand? Are you freaking blind? You know, I just want to know, how much did you pay your lawyers to make all this go away?
Almost $100,000.
Excuse me, son, I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I said I paid almost $100,000.
Exactly. And if you keep riding shotgun with Vic, you're gonna go broke. Quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Look, Vic is my friend, and I grew up with him. How many times I gotta tell you, sir?
Freak, this is not a request. I am not asking you to do this. I am telling you to do this. And the first order of business is that Mr. Vic Van Leer is banned from traveling with you on the road. Vic is banned from the locker room. And Vic is banned from this arena. And if I catch this guy, Vic, in or anywhere near the facilities, Mr. Vic Van Leer will be arrested for trespassing.
Are you serious, sir?
Brother, I'm as serious as cancer. We all know that can be deadly.
You know, when me and Vic were kids, playing summer tournaments at the Dome, we always imagined making it to the pros, right? And after the crowds left, just a street light was on the court, like 11:30, 12 midnight, even 1 in the morning sometimes. We used to practice player introductions, running on the court, giving dab, high-fiving the teammates. Vic, he would act as an announcer. You know, he would introduce me, announce my name on a loudspeaker, and the Jumbotron would flash my image like a little guy dressed in long shorts and a jersey. And now, fresh off his 3-game, 62-point scoring streak, the youngest player to ever do so in NBA history, Frequency Vibrations. So me and Vic would sit in those empty bleachers at the Dome and dream like nobody's business. And now I'm living a dream. For real. And in so many ways, Vic was part of that.
Please, listen to me. I mean, I know this guy's your dude from way back.
Look, me and Vic go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
That's good. We go way back. Did you say front seats?
Front seats of a 67 Cadillac.
We go way back like the front seats of a 67 Cadillac. Well, do you have any crickets? I'm going to be the hit once again at Herbie Allen's Sun Valley Shindig because my fellow billionaires love it when I walk and talk that talk.
So that almost sounds...
No, let me tell you exactly what it sounds like. I respect, admire, and most importantly, love you as a human being and a role model. But I pay you a lot. And I mean, I pay you a lot of money to play for my team. And I am in this game to win it. And you can't win it with an albatross around your neck like Vic. So Vic is done. History. And here's some more lingo that I picked up from a former megastar who used to play for me several seasons ago. Thought I would never release him until I did. And now he's the 6th man on a struggling team in Venice. And yeah, I'm talking Venice with the canals and the gondolas and Harry's Bar, not the street ballers next to the fortune tellers on the beach in Cali. This guy used to tell me when he thought there was a player destroying our team, don't be a hero, cut that zero. And that is what I am telling you about Vic, freak. Don't be a hero, cut that zero. The only thing Vic brings into your life is headache and unwanted and unnecessary negative attention, and it will begin to affect your mindset. And when it affects your mindset, it's going to affect your play. And when it affects your play, it's going to affect my team. And when it affects my team, it's going to affect my money. And if it affects my money, Google Translate will become your new freaking friend. I want a championship ring, freak, and I want you to help me get that ring. And banners after banners hanging from the rafters in this arena. So, freak, hear me clearly and hear me good. V, G, Vic, gotta go! Handle your business. And remember, that contract you signed contains a morality clause, a very important clause that revolves around your conduct on and off the court, and how it can negatively impact my team. Now, I don't want you to have to learn Italian or Croatian as a second language. And hey, playing pro ball overseas, there's nothing wrong with that. But the arenas are nothing like this, nor will the money be the same. And on top of all of that, this is the U.S. of A., the greatest freaking country in the world. Ask yourself, is Vic worth all that? Think about it. Think long, think wrong.
Tell you about Vic. He has his bad rap. It's not, and I understand some of his judgments might shadow his actual character. He's not that at all. Man, Vic, let me tell you something. We have love for each other. We're brothers. Blood couldn't make us any closer at all. I mean, he has so much loyalty to me and to my family. You can see even Cece, has issues with him, but he still loves her. He still loves her.
Check it out. Never knew a friend till I met a foe. Never knew pain till I met the game. Never had a real team that could win the rain. Never knew what a friend could do. Never knew I'd be bruised all black and blue. With my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs. Rap with my dogs. Cat with my dogs. Fly with me in Atlanta. Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn to run. Even if a youngster don't wanna pull them. Even if a youngster don't wanna meet the sun. We gon' rep to the death where the roots is from. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle, grit your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. Won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We gotta ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks. Each day's another change.
waves. Never knew tides till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die upon the block. With a and the vultures fly. And I watch for my life to stop. Hard to see in the cold night. When it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight. And I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist. But real homies never turn they back. My homies facing all these tracks. My homies all rapping Mac. We rolling out like Cadillac. Each day's another change. My homies stay the same. Life feeling strange.
Chaos went down on my wrist. $200 went down on your mama put that on my list. Oh, there he go in that foreign again. In the scene, bring the core in the end. We should have wrote. The ring go on, we'll call her again. Woke up running in mountain. Crib as big as a college. Me up after the loudest. Whipping some with no mileage. Diamonds cost me a fortune. Them horses all in them Porsches. Can't handle afford it. 4,200 my mortgage. Falling on Corbett. You haters, you bore me. Only the real get a piece of the plate. Repping my city and running my state. Keep me up, blue, they run with the. Won't beef, then I visit your place. Bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
And I'm at it again. There go that flow, bringing tragedy in. Cop me a chain, your salary spent. Just we bring them cavities in. Counting money, hourly trend. Let them seem like Olsen twins. Squares, cabinet bins. Neck full of gold, Olympic. Demons, I'm blowing the check on the gear. Falling soon, then hop on the leer. Strap with them was in back of the rear. Sock passe, them is here. Woke up early, they mounted. Mine is telling me money. Paper, moolah. Pockets as fat as a tumor. Millionaire, no rumor. Living my life off a tuna. Want it with me, I deliver the beef. Rivers only enjoying the feast. Pull up a seat, bon appetit. No Louboutins when they're red on your sleeve. Bang, bang, bang.
I come looking for you with Haitians. I stay no good Jamaican. From different races. You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Photographs of dope boys. It's all they taking, fingerprints on a Rolls Royce. It's why they hating, push a button on his broke boys. That's detonation, walk the road to riches bare feet. I watch mama struggle, now she living carefree. That's why I hustle for that half a 12 G's. I'm trying to bubble every summer a new LP. You gotta love me, I got shooters out the D-League. Signing bone and hit that man, that's from 30 feet. Left in the puddle, fingerprints is on 100 mil. That's what it is, Ricky Rose and Ace Hood. We have a trip, yeah.
I come looking for you with Haitians.
What you know about this?
I stay no good Jamaican.
We the best. Double M. 100 M's.
You get money, they started hating. I woke up in a new Bugatti. 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 I woke up in a new Bugatti.
move with my back to the wall. Scrap with my dogs, rap with my dogs, cat with my dogs. Fly with the land, Oakland, Los Angeles. Real homies never turn and run, even if a youngster don't wanna pull it. And if a youngster don't wanna meet the sun, we gon' rep to the death where the roots is from. These days have never changed, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. These days have never changed, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Real homies stand and struggle. I know you came to hustle with your teeth and clench your knuckles. We didn't come to fight, we came to get you. You won't live with me till we die, that's how homies ride. No need for consternation, gather the congregation. I'm rocking for my nation, to get that spirit raising. To all my cousins and my cliques, family and folks. We got our ride out till we break up all them hundreds folks. These days have never changed, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. These days have never changed, my homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 Never knew chill till I met with B. Never knew war till I met with peace. Never knew tie till I came to rest. Got a couple real homies and they all the best. Never knew cause it's hard to watch. Seen a couple of my homies die up on the block with the boats fly. And I watch when my life stop. Hard to see in the cold night when it's cold at night and my soul in ice. Gotta be when I'm holding tight and I hold the lights. Get a poltergeist, but real homies never turn me back. My homies listen all these tracks. My homies all rapping mad. We roll they not like Cadillac. These days have never changed. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. These days have never changed. My homies stay the same. Like feeling strange, cause this world's getting so deranged. I'm with my homies, yeah. 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 I'm with my homies,
Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. So blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me, don't blame it on me. Don't blame it on me. Can't be sleeping, keep on waking without the woman next to me. Guilt is burning, inside I'm hurting. This ain't a feeling I can keep, so blame it on the night. Don't blame it on me.
Big road trip coming up for the team, and it all starts tonight. If we can set the tone with the win here, it'll make a huge difference. The team's ready, and I know I'm ready. So I guess the next step is to just get out there and get it done. I feel like this one's on me, though. So time to earn my stripes.
It's home to Tinseltown and the Lakers, Los Angeles, California, as we bring you an interconference rivalry here at the Staples Center. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Hart.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
Look at the Bucks. They're looking to start this road trip off with a win and continue their winning streak.
And I think for the Bucks, they have hit the ground running this year. The work they did in the offseason has paid huge.
The Lakers have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. Now, here's Clarkson, defended by Bell. Outside Williams. Nance a screen. Williams attacking. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Lou Williams won the sixth-man award last year, Clark, in the NBA. He's not a playmaker, although he kind of plays that position a little bit. This guy scores the ball very well coming off the bench.
He really does. I mean, he looks like a guard because of his size, but he's truly an explosive scorer. And that's the strength of his game, and that's who he is and what he does.
4 on the clock, and a wide-open look for Freak. And the 3 off target.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. It feels like they've gotten every loose ball.
And Henson sends it back, but they'll get another chance. Williams passes to Nance. Another shot. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Nance has got the game tied up here for Los Angeles. And while we have a moment, let's find out which point guards have had the best month from the charity stripe. Number 1, Jordan Clarkson.
Well, he's the guy you want on the free throw line when it matters. I mean, he's a leader and as consistent as they get.
Well, automatic is the word that comes to mind when you're talking about his free throw shooting. There are a lot of terrific foul shooting point guards, and he's right at the top of the list.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Bell, and a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Bell's got himself on the board with 3 there. Lakers trail by 3. And here's Clarkson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Bass. They set the pick. Nance a screen on Bell. The kick out to Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And there's the pass to Bell. Second chance shot. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. And chance here now for a three-point play.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Clark, when you take a look at John Henson, you see one thing, length.
Yeah, a lot of it, too. I mean, he measures 6'9" with a 7'5" wingspan at the 2012 NBA Combine. His standing reach is actually 3.5 inches greater than that of Anthony Davis. Wow.
Right. Williams dishes to Clarkson. Lets it go from the wing. That's short off the rim. Bucks leading by 6. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, a bit ago, Byron Scott and I were able to chat. This is their first matchup of the season against this squad, and he knows the shot blocking in the middle will certainly be an obstacle. But he said, quote, we've got to remain aggressive and continue to attack. Guys, he said that putting their bigs in high pick and rolls and shooting the open jumper with confidence will be key. We'll see how they do.
And Doris, as always, thanks. And guys, do you agree with Coach's game plan here, given how tough the D is that they're going to go up against?
I really do. I think they're such a hard team to generate offense against. That has to be where they devote most of their attention.
Well, as long as it doesn't come at the expense of their own defense, fellas. I mean, they can't concentrate so intensely on offense, they forget to defend.
Bass can't get it to go.
And talking about Henson, obviously the great length helps him as a shot blocker. The young center is also very quick off his feet. He's averaged around 2.5 blocks a game over the past 2 seasons. He's also been contributing some as a rebounder, though really needs to add some weight to kind of take it to that next step.
Williams passes to Bass. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Bayless. Good. And it's a 12-point Bucks lead.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
And here's Freak on his experience as a one-and-done college player.
It was definitely a hard decision. I had to sit down with my family and weigh the options and really take the time to figure out what's best for me. It was tough. I mean, I loved my team, my coaches, and just the whole college experience, you know. But on the other hand, there's always a risk of injury, you know. I just felt like I was ready to take my game to the next level, so why wait? And I think it turned out for the best. No regrets.
Now with more and more freshmen, Clark, making the jump to the pros, we can expect to hear more stories like this, I'm sure.
Well, without question, Kevin, that's the case and the landscape that we find ourselves in. But, you know, there's something to be said for developing all 4 years in college when that's the best route for an individual player. Nowadays, I think, unfairly so, there's a ton of pressure on young guys sometimes to leave prematurely. We'll see if Freak's decision pays off for him long term.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Setting the floor for the Bucks. Bell in at point guard. Chris Middleton is out there with Parker. Then it's Mayo. And it's Monroe in at the 5, roaming the paint. Parker, a screen on Russell. And Bell kicks to Parker. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. A tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots. And in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Russell with a wide open look. The Lakers rebound. Hibbert dishes to Russell. Randall kicks to Young. Pass to Bryant. Randall a screen on Mayo. Outside Bryant. Hibbert with the screen. 6 on the shot clock. Randall with the bucket.
That was Roy Hibbert getting in the way of the defense there.
Bucks leading by 10. Well, Milwaukee last year became just the 9th team in NBA history to go from Greg being the worst in the league to a playoff team.
Unbelievable what they accomplished. And they had a tough matchup in the first round with the playoff season Bulls, however. Things didn't go well, but they did get some valuable experience from that effort.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And Young, here we go. The shot no good. Great D that time from Middleton.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Jason Kidd was just going over the
Lakers trail by 14. Now, here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should continue to work the ball down low, Clark. It's really going to free up their outside shooting.
And Henson kicks to Antetokounmpo. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. Freak, third.
A lot of point guards in the NBA don't get enough credit for how well they shoot the basketball. So give this group their due. Some outstanding long-range shooters.
No doubt about it. And being as accurate from three-point land as these guys are makes them that much more valuable as point guards. Opposing defenses have to worry about their passing and their shooting.
World peace, good. Bucks leading by 10. And here's Bell from the arc. Rebound by Meta World Peace.
Even with every shot clanging off the rim, he seems determined to keep hoisting up these threes. It might be time to get inside of that arc.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Kobe's checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for Clarkson.
And a lot of teams are looking for coaches that embrace analytics and look at data-driven approaches. Coach Scott is not one of those guys. He's an old-school coach who goes with his own perception.
My ball.
He dishes it to Bass. 1:21 left to play here in the half. And it's Bryant in the corner. Plumlee with the rebound. And former coach of the year Byron Scott now with the Lakers. And as you said, Greg, he's not an analytics guy. And Clark, I think he's a guy that the eye test for him is huge.
Yeah, he feels a lot. Terrific communicator and storyteller. Great experience as a player and as a champion. And I think that all is evident in his coaching style.
Shooting from Los Angeles, Larry Nance. Taking 2 shots.
All right, now,
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls.
And guys, the Lakers last season were just a completely different team after Kobe's injury. Not so much in results, but just in how they played on the floor. They actually fared better without Kobe than most thought they would.
He's off on the second. And for the Lakers, without Kobe last season, it was really a stark difference in styles of play and quality. No single person. Clark stepped in to carry their offense. It took a group effort.
Well, you know, it was almost April, Kevin, before somebody surpassed Kobe in field goal attempts on the team. It'll be interesting to see how they build the offense this year.
Milwaukee shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And guys, that allows their opponents to play very aggressive defense if they choose to, knowing it's not a bad thing to send them to the foul line.
First free throw is good.
Take a look at the game for Bell. He has 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
And so Bell nails both of them. 2 straight seasons of no playoffs for the Lakers. After last year's miss, not what they were hoping for.
It's going to be a growing process, Kevin. I mean, they had a young team and an injured superstar. And Kobe both years. Hard to make the playoffs in that situation.
Williams passes to Bass. Puts it up from 12. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Bass has got 4 points this quarter. Bucks leading by 7. Here is Bell. 11 points for him in that last game against Golden State.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring and setting up his teammates.
He gets it up and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so that's the end of the first half. Bucks lead by 7. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. Roy, I know you have just a couple seconds, but in a nutshell, what's going to be your approach going into the second half?
Well, we're just going to make sure we keep them off the board and keep them out of transition.
Thank you, Roy. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks so much, Doris, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Freak really making a difference here.
And how about his scoring in that first half? He just looked like a different player today. Really on point.
Quite honestly, it's been
a different look for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Mayo comes in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Bell in for Michael Carter-Williams. Randall out there with Nick Young. Then it's Williams. Then it's Roy Hibbert, and it's Huertas in at the point. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Williams from outside, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
Hibbert, and Henson sends it back.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number one, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the backboard.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Milwaukee.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Hibbert dishes to Young. Outside Williams. The three. Rebound Milwaukee. Middleton's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Warriors was a major factor. He had 11 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. Overall, just an incredible bonus for his team as he made a big impact coming off the bench.
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Now we get a chance. check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And, of course, the Los Angeles Lakers. They have a lot of ground to make up.
And I think for the Lakers, they've staggered along here early in the season. They're going to be in for a long year if they don't make some real quick progress.
Well, good news, bad news here. I mean, the good news is they have time to make up the ground they've already. Already lost. The bad news is they don't have enough talent to do it.
Both shots good from the strike. And one feels bad for the way Julius Randle's career started. I was there that night. First game of the season, 7th pick out of Kentucky in the 2014 draft. Suited up for one game, broke his right leg 14 minutes in. And the guy that comforted him the most, I recall very vividly, Kobe Bryant, stayed with him the entire time when he was really in shock on the floor.
He was, and unfortunately, for so many reasons. For one, he had really been progressing in the Summer League, and the Lakers obviously had high hopes for him. And when he went down, that was the start of the rest of the ship kind of going down with him. And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Three-pointer, Bell. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And, you know, going back to Randle's rookie year, his troubles really started during medical checkups before the draft. They found a foot injury dating back to high school. The 5th metatarsal had been broken, which may be why he fell a few spots in the draft.
Clarkson kicks to Williams. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots. The rebound by Middleton. Middleton's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. And talking about Randle's rookie injuries, the Lakers were going to let him play through the foot. But once he broke the leg, they did season-ending surgery on the foot as well. Hopefully, now he can just stay healthy and get to play the game he loves.
Again, the miss by Williams.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Williams against Bell. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Plumlee. Soft touch off the glass. Plumlee's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Here's Young, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And guys, it looked like Nick Young had finally put it all together. I mean, he had a huge campaign 2 years ago, signs a new 4-year deal. Then last year, disaster strikes. I mean, he provided very little to the team outside of shooting the basketball. And even with that, he dropped to a career worst, 37% from the field.
Plumlee with the screen. Bell, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Bass.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
3-pointer, Bell. Rebounded by the Lakers. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
Yeah, a quick 2-game series between the two teams, one in each club's home building.
Well, looky here. We've got an inter-conference matchup. Always interesting to see how two teams match up that don't get a chance to see a whole lot of one another.
Bass with the screen. 1 second left. No good on that last second attempt there. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Milwaukee on top, leading by 17. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up in what has been a substitution here for Milwaukee. John Henson's checked in for Monroe. Miles Plumlee comes in for Jabari Parker. O.J. Mayo, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Bell in for Carter Williams. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Bell, he's in at the point. John Henson out there with Plumlee. Then it's Mayo, and it's Bayless in at the shooting guard position. Here's Bell. The shot is off. Great D that time from Hibbert.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot. And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Milwaukee.
Starting five must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And so this will mark the 15th win of the year for them.
And guys, being in opposite conferences, these teams only meet twice a year, and when it's been a while since you've seen a team like this, it always feels good to take the first game of the season series, and that's exactly what's taking place here tonight against the Lakers.
Just a quality win, and you look at the box score and some really good numbers for Monroe. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
And so it's the Lakers with it. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Russell passes to Huertas. He kicks it to Hibbert. Passes it to Clarkson. 5 on the clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bell with it. No good. And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And standing by for the postgame show, let's head over to the award-winning Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Greg Monroe. Shaq, what'd you like about his game?
You know what, Ernie? I must admit it. I didn't see this kind of performance coming from him tonight. He's been coming up.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hope you enjoyed the show. From myself, Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and the entire
The only color I care about is green, money. Now, you've certainly made some money so far, Freak, but it's time we make more money. I'm talking movies, TVs, endorsements, even your own brand Jordan sneakers.
I care about the game first, Dom. All that sounds great, but don't you think it's a little too early to be talking about all that?
Too early? LeBron was 12 years old in 6th grade when he was thinking Space Jam. It's never too early to take and make leaps.
I guess.
You guess? This isn't high school. This isn't college. This is the real world. And the real world is fueled by one thing.
Oh, money.
That's right. Money. Dollar bills, y'all. Why do you think they put presidents on them? Because that's what presides over us. I ever tell you guys about the first dollar I ever made?
No, Don, but you're about to.
Yo, check this out. CC, this is a great story, right? So I'm 7 years old, Queens, New York, 1973. My older brother, Lonzo, he's got a lemonade stand. So that summer, I'm like, Lonzo, let me help out. Let me make a couple of bucks with you. He's like, all right, Dom, come on. I'll teach you the business. So I'm pouring tons of sugar. I'm squeezing the lemons. I got the lemonade stand all set up. I'm like, yo, I got this, right? So I'm watching during the course of the day. I'm noticing something Lonzo's doing. He's not charging for refills. That summer, I convinced Lonzo no more free refills, and we make $2,000 plus tips. Today, Lonzo's Lemonade is a national brand and publicly traded.
Oh, wow. That's dope.
I'm not here to impress. I'm here to improve and to assist. I'm like the Italian-American Magic Johnson, running point for Team Freak. No.
The only person running point around here will be me.
CC. Look at my watch. What do you see?
Not this again. I've seen the movie.
This is diamonds and platinum. Gold, forget about it. Silver, forget about it. This is diamonds and platinum. It's power and speed. Freak, this is what you have. You are on your way to being the biggest thing in the NBA. I'm proposing now that we dominate off the court as well as on.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Freak, but Dom has a point. You've been establishing yourself on the court, and now it's time to take it off the court. Brand Jordan sneakers, the possibilities are endless.
Listen, Freak, you're going to have to decide the legacy you want to leave. But I'm not some agent from the Yellow Pages. I'm Dom Pagnotti. I'm the man, the myth, the legend, the king, #1. I'm the best. And I'm a shark. And the Pagnotti shark is working for you. And we got to set new goals and bigger goals, okay? I'm talking all-star game. I'm talking dunk contest. When was the last time you saw an NBA great in a dunk contest, huh? I'm talking first team All-NBA, first team All-Defensive team.
What about social media?
Yvette, great idea. Social media. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Let's kick it up a notch. www.freakingandvibing.com. That's right, your own website. I've already set it up for you, and it's running great.
Wait, hold up.
Listen, I'm in negotiations right now on a feature that will allow viewers to watch Freak and only him and his plays during the game.
Yeah, but you set up a website without consulting me?
Yeah.
When did this happen?
Last week.
Uh-oh. Oh, this is gonna be epic.
CC, I love you, but I got no time to waste, and you're out there busy doing whatever it is you're doing.
Whatever I'm doing? You know what? I'm really sick and tired of the disrespect. This is Team Freak, not the Dom Pagnotti Italian-American opera.
Cece, calm down, all right? Dom here, he's just trying to take us to the next level.
Look, Ming Ching, I don't even know why you're here when your job is to look good and shut up.
Cece, chill.
No, I'm done chilling. Between your clown agent and your gold-digging girlfriend, I've had enough.
Gold digger? You're the winner of the Lucky Sperm contest, and I'll have you know I am currently starting my own fashion line. I've already got model contracts from Beijing to Milan. Not to mention I graduated top of my class. Summa cum laude.
You mean thank you, Laude?
I don't need a man to save me or provide for me, okay? I got my own, boo.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then why has all your success and fame coincided with your relationship with my brother? I mean, if you're really on top of your game, wouldn't that have happened before y'all even met? Right?
You know what, Cece? You're just jealous. It's okay, though. Why don't you just play the background, yeah? Enjoy the ride.
Y'all both done yet?
May I continue? Now listen, as far as movie properties go, I've already got a script based upon a story of your life, Freak, okay? So guys, check out these possible titles. Freaking and Vibing, Life and Times, Volume 1. The Freak Chronicle, Freak the Fast and Furious, Part 1 does it, and this one's my favorite, Freak, you're gonna love this. He got Pagnotti.
Whoa,
You
okay,
love it,
all
right?
Dom. Yeah, but look, you're the man, but you're not the man. Okay, you work for me. You have to follow my lead. I'm all for your ideas, but in due time. As for now, I want to focus on the court, and we'll discuss some of your ideas at a later date. Understood?
Yo, we're cool in the gang, bro. That's all you had to say.
All right, good. Thank you. Vet, chill. You cannot let Cece get underneath your skin. But on the same token, you cannot go out of your way to piss her off. I don't have time to be playing peacekeeper between you two.
You know what? We need to talk about this afterwards alone.
Fine. Cece, you need to hold this together. You and I both agreed long ago that Dom was the best agent for me. He has delivered. Are his methods questionable? Is he a shark? Yes and yes. But he is our shark. He's what's best for me, which means he is what's best for all of us. Your job is to bring us balance. Manage the team, sis. We all need to be on the same page.
You're right, but blood is thicker than water.
You know, I ain't trying to hear all that. I'm not here to hold hands. I'm here to win games and achieve greatness on and off the court. But in order for that to happen, I need everybody to be on point. Essentially, get right or get gone. Yeah, I don't have time to be teaching you guys how to work together. It either starts now or I find it elsewhere. Squashed?
Squashed.
Zucchini'd.
Mr. Dom Pagnotti. Mr. Diamond and Platinum himself. It's a love-hate relationship.
What do you think about people who see your brother as just a meal ticket?
Well, that's why I'm there. I'm the gatekeeper. Yep. I can smell it from a mile away.
When you take time out for your own personal life, do you have a personal life?
I do.
Where at? I think Freak is your personal life.
You can think whatever you want, but I have a personal life, thanks.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think that should end the interview right now. Yeah? It's great meeting you.
When I enter the building. I drink some, keep it in my poncho. When I said go, grow like an afro, play like Ronaldo, hot like I'm death row, waiting, light as a pillow, dance on my tail.
Let the games begin. Let the games begin. Let the games begin. I just go whenever I feel like it. Let the games go. Let the games. You'll do the knowledge to the master builder. The new millennium. Hiram.
We got Kevin Durant up next. And you know he'll come to play. I love his versatility, but that makes shutting him down next to impossible. Coach gave us a full breakdown of what to expect. We watched plenty of film. But sometimes you just gotta throw all that out the window and settle things on the court. And I'm ready. Bring it, KD.
Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. Thunder enjoying this break from the road. They're getting their first look at the season at the Bucks in this one. Home court advantage played a part in last year's season series. Each team took their home game in a 1-1 split.
And this was as even a matchup.
Adams checked in, and then for Milwaukee. Henson checked in for Jabari Parker. Bayless comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bell in for Carter Williams. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Bell in at point guard. John Henson out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Greg Monroe, and it's Bayless in at the shooting guard position. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point, 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West. What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, Clark, there's an intimidation factor, a physicality that they've brought that comes into play.
Bucks trail by 16.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Oh, an illegal screen.